Okay, so today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I'm going to try to create one of those fancy call to actions you see where, something pops up from the bottom saying, subscribe or go to this channel or go to this page or go to here and whatnot. So I'm going to do it for my Kodkage channel, and we are going to actually use this, okay? Yeah, we are going to use this. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh card that I created just for the thing. So, yeah, we are going to. Well, we gotta make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Now we're going to have it here. Well, because we don't want it too big. So I guess this will be small enough. Yeah. That should be okay, relatively speaking. Now, we do want other stuff. So we're gonna go to solid color here, okay? We will put it like this for now. We will change it later. We went to generators and solid color to get that. We want to change the solid color to be white because that's just what we want. Now we could go to settings. We can, crop to the left. We probably just want crop to the left about here. Up to the right about here. We gotta actually remember the right thing. It's kind of important. Crop the top about here, I guess, and then crop the bottom about here. Yeah, that will work. And I guess we move this up a little bit just so. Yeah. I think that's good. Okay, that's good. Now, what we want to do, since we do have that ready and raring to go, as it were, and let's actually move everything over a little bit, okay? So let's start with this. Move this over here. Then we want this to follow suit and also move over here. Maybe we actually want it to be a little bit longer, actually. Not too long, but long enough. Actually, we will want some text in it, so we're going to go ahead, go to titles, and get the text we want in it, okay? Just so we have an idea of what we want, okay? And this is the text we want in it at the end of the day. And of course, we want that to be black. We will proceed to move this down here. Yeah, that's fine-esque, I guess. Let's make it bold. Let's go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. Okay, it's actually dawning on me that we might want to make this a little bit bigger if we're making everything else bigger as well, which means we want to bring this up Like I said, this video's a little bit different format than my normal video, so keep that in mind. Okay, this we will have to. Okay, here we go with this. And then, we can undo the crop at the top a little bit because of the simple fact that we are going to move this up a little bit. So it's like right here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be fine there. And then we also are going to, of course, make this a bit bigger. Yeah. Or a bit smaller. It really just depends. And then once we got that how we want it, of course, we're going to move this up a little bit. But there is an important detail which we forgot. We have to start it here. So we could just do youtube.com. We don't need to have the www.http part. So let's just go ahead and erase that from there. And to make it more professional, let's just do a capital Y for youtube.com. Okay, that will be fine. We want to, of course, move this here. Move this down a little bit. Okay, we pretty much got what we want there. I mean, we do potentially want it to pop a little bit, so yeah, I guess not. We won't add that there. We will, however, make it a little bit bigger. Just a smidge bigger. We gotta make sure everyone's seeing it. And then, of course, we want to bring it over here a bit more. Okay, there we go with that. Now, this is going to be a bit crazy, okay? Okay, so what we have to do here is, like I said, we have to do a bit of crazy stuff, okay? We can make this into a compound clip. The reason we gotta do that, because if we want to add a drop shadow, which you can just search for drop shadow via the search thing, but I have drop shadow in my favorites, so see, because I want to make the text pop a little bit. Yeah, I want to make the text pop a little bit. That's what I'm getting at there. That's why I actually did that. And furthermore, we are going to just set this aside for now, okay? What we really want to do next is click on this, go to the Fusion tab. Okay, nope, we don't want it to select that. We want to select this. We want to go to the Fusion tab. Okay, no. It has a habit of selecting whatever's on top. So, yeah. Fusion tab. Okay, now that should be on top. Fusion tab. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense actually. We gotta make it a compound clip. That was my bad, guys. I skipped this step. A very important step. Okay. Now that it's a compound clip, make sure that's on that. Click on rectangle, okay? Rectangle is what we want to click on, okay? Because we want, well, we want to move this here. We want to make the height go down even more. We move this here again. Okay, so the reason we're doing this basically because we want to round the corners. And in order to actually do that, we have to basically smash it there. That should do it for that. And as you can see, we have rounded corners now for that. So we can go ahead and show everything. Now, what we want, however, is we can just drag this down here. Let's actually drag it down a bit more. And then this is not working the way we wanted, but it's okay. It's okay. We can always just play around with it in Fusion as we need to. Okay, put this in Fusion. Go back to the rectangle. It's the width that we wanted to increase a bit more. Okay. And now we go back here and we see that the width was increased more, just like we needed it to be. Okay, and then we have everything the way we want. We're gonna go ahead, add a drop shadow to this just to give that extra oomph as well. Yeah. So far, I think everything is working out okay, I guess. Yeah. So far, everything's working out okay. You know what? We may as well just give this a drop shadow as well for some extra oomph even with that. Okay, now, I mean, we could just combine everything and then just simply leave it like this, but I want to do something a little bit crazy, okay? Let's say eccentric. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know exactly how I'm going to pull it off yet. I am thinking, and I think I have it. Yeah. I know exactly how I'm going to pull it off. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do is combine everything into one. Yeah, we need to combine everything. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and then compound clip all of these into one compound clip. And then this is where the interesting part starts, okay? This is where it begins. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is go to cropping, okay? It's very important that we crop all of this away, okay? Yeah, crop it there, you know, to the card it's still visible by itself, but yeah. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, so what we want is, this is 5 seconds long because we wanted it to be real short. That's why we made it only 5 seconds long, in case you're curious. Now what we want is, we want this to go down here so it's literally off, just off of everything. And then we want to use, yeah, we want to use this, which is the keyframe. And then we want to go like maybe about half a second. Yeah, about half a second. No, let's give it like a full second. Okay, yeah, and let's go with 0.40. Okay, 0.40, we want it to be at 0. Okay, we want to climb all the way so it's at 0. So if we look at it right now, it climbs up there at, you know, 40. Okay, and then 40, once again at 40, we want it to go to, we will go here to cropping. Okay, okay, and then what we want it to do is at 41, we want it to start to uncrop. Okay, we want to start to uncrop until it gets to the, let's say, 2-minute mark. Okay, yeah, we want to start uncropping at 2 minutes. Okay, we want to start uncropping till it reaches the end. Okay, very important. And then we want to stay that way for a little bit. And then once we get to here, let's say the 4-minute and I mean that's 40, so 20. Let's go with 19. 19 mark, we want to go back to how it was. Okay, so we want to crop it again until it gets to that point again. Okay, and then from then on, we want to bring it back down via the keyframing, just like we did before. Make sure it's just good and off frame. So now, if we play it and go there, we do have a bit of an issue there. We can actually fix that, okay? That's pretty easy to fix. It's a standard issue that happens sometime. We can just take away that keyframe in particular, and it would just be this keyframe. And then this is the trick. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. It's a simple trick that people do quite regularly, actually. We can get rid of this. We can do this. Right click here. Go to click speed. And then just reverse speed, hit change. Okay. And then what will happen is it will do that and then just do that. And then furthermore, what you can do if you really want to, you can go ahead and create a compound clip for both of these. And then let's say you want it to still be at no more 6 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever. Hit ripple timing, and then let's say that will be what we want it to be. So it goes up here, go like this, and then that. We can also, if you like want to keep it for a few seconds, we can also like go to a frame where it's there for a few seconds, hit this, and then come over to that, and then just key clip speed again. We can literally just make it stop for however long we want. Okay. Okay, like say that. That should be enough time. So now we can just do this. It will go here. It will hold for a moment and then it will come undone. And then we, after we get that, we can literally just, have it go down itself, honestly. We can just keyframe this. This is a long about way of doing it, honestly, but you'd rather be thorough in the end. So yeah, so now we should have things. So if we do this, it does this, and then it hangs for some seconds, and then it goes all the way down. That's exactly how we want it, okay? So we will proceed to compound clip this again. And I'll be honest, I just want to show you guys it in action. So we're going to go ahead and put a solid color here. We're going to change this to be orange. You know, so you guys can actually see it. Then there we go. As you can see, the drop shadow we added is in full effect. Now, in order to add like an extra je ne sais quoi, as it were, to it, there's a number of things you can do. Like, you can just add plugins to it. I actually have a plugin that I use quite a bit. If I'm being honest, I have a whole video covering it if you would like to check it out. And it is this right here, Photo V2 effect. That's just what I add a lot of times when I want to give stuff like an extra whatnot. So we're just going to see if any of those will work for this. Okay, so this would go here, this would go here, and then that would just go down like that. So, honestly, it looks good. I am liking it quite a bit so far. And then, you know, of course, when you render it out, you won't want to get rid of this. You can render it in place, or you can actually just go through to render it fully rendered. Now, I will walk you through how you would render this, okay? So we would go to deliver, of course, and then let's call it Yu-Gi-Oh! Fancy Card Kage Add. Okay. And then, of course, what you will want to do is change the format, okay? I usually pick QuickTime when I'm doing the whole thing where I want it to be transparent. And then, of course, it is very important that you select all the details, okay? I also like to use this one right here, and then you will want to RGB 16-bit export alpha. Yes, you want to export alpha. Okay. You can keep everything else exactly the same as it is, but I would recommend, however, to uncheck export audio because this has no audio. So if you have everything correct here, what it should do is it should export it as an actual transparent image. Remember to check export alpha, very important, and then just add to the render queue and export it. Okay, and I exported it, so let's go on and drag it onto the timeline like we would anything else. And as you can see, there is what we did. We did it. It goes gone just like normal. And honestly, I like that we did that. That was just to not really, I guess it also serves as a tutorial. I know it's a bit longer than my normal videos, but definitely let me know if you guys are into stuff like this, me just actually doing it as I'm showing you guys and whatnot. And yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.